Right, now I'll be very surprised if everything goes as smoothly as it could do. Oh, see what I mean? Bear with me. You won't believe what happened. Oh, goodness knows what this sounds like right now. I'm probably a bit muffled. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, you don't know what happened, guys and girls. Everything was going wonderful, and then suddenly I saw the countdown clock, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's time to go live. And then, well, before I knew it, countdown hit 0, and then I thought I pressed the right button, and as I pressed the button it was the wrong button, and so the titles started, and they weren't supposed to start as immediately as they did today, only because I knew if they did, well, I wasn't quite ready with the microphone on, as you can see this. I will leave it like that. That's all right. Bit of cable, never heard anyone there sticking out with the microphone as it is at the moment. But anyway, everyone, I'm here. I hope you're here too. Thank you for joining me, whether it's live or on the replay. This, of course, is Friday, the 18th of October, 2019. And it's martinshine.live on any browser if you want to find us. And of course, we're on Periscope at the moment. Hope you are too. Look, Brinda's there. Over and under, Jeff's there. Rosie Samantha's there as well. And what is one? Is that right? And hello indeed. Hello. I wonder if the chat's aggregating at the moment. Don't think it is. Remember, generally speaking, the chat's only been working on screen. The chat that is visible to everyone on the video part of this platform, whichever one you're watching on, because of course you've got your chat box there as well, but the video itself will have chat on if people are trying to send us a message from YouTube or Facebook, but at the moment it's still not working on Periscope. I mean, it is working. I can see guys and girls live, says Jeff indeed. What's the dashes there, Jeff? Are you trying to do some sort of live Morse code? I do wonder. And hello, friends, says Rosie Samantha. I don't think it'll be long before everyone heads over to YouTube, where the chat can be seen, usually on the screen right there. If you're watching on Periscope, don't forget to press the up arrow, share this out while you're there on that platform with people that you know, and also press the screen gently, as people have been doing, sending wonderful hearts. We do like the hearts, absolutely. So everyone, we're also, by the way, I didn't mention, I think we're a little bit earlier with our broadcast as well, as in too early. I don't think it started at 11 p.m. If it did, it was pretty dang close to it actually hitting 11:11 and 0 seconds, because I know for a fact that the countdown started a little earlier than usual. I'm surprised we haven't any comments about that just yet. Anyway, so what's been happening, guys and girls? I've just been busy to take care of anything, including this thing. I do need a haircut at the moment. That thing, and what else? Emails today on the computer, busy doing that as always, along with some video editing, had to do that, phone calls, plenty of those, and I had a little bit of a rest actually early evening. What time was it? Something like, I think it was about, actually it's very early, I think it was as early as 5 p.m. I was just feeling really lethargic, and I decided, well, there's only one thing for it, just have a little rest. And I did have, and I ended up resting for a good hour, maybe an hour and a half, and then I had something to eat, and back to doing some other work, including a couple of phone calls, and here we are now. Absolutely. I'm very wary about the technology at the moment. I'm still not confident that the technology knows what it's supposed to be doing, yeah? Because I have a feeling, I mean, right now, what's happened to your comments, people, on Periscope? I'm wondering, see, for all I know, Periscope's probably just frozeled up. No, hang on. I actually went out last night to the O2. Did you now? And what did you see at the O2 is obviously the next obvious question. By the way, those that aren't familiar, the O2, I've been featuring the O2 in London recently when I've been travelling there. It is the building in London that is next to the River Thames, just on the south side, on something called the Greenwich Peninsula in the Royal Borough of Greenwich. And it's one of London's premier live music and events venue. And they also have theatre, they have movie theatres there, cinemas. They have restaurants and bars. It's a big entertainment complex, basically. If you occasionally wonder what I'm doing at the moment, look like I'm fiddling. I am fiddling because I'm just double checking and making sure that people on Facebook can find us where they're supposed to find us. I don't, let me see there. Yes, there you are. I think everyone's happy now. They are. Right, excellent stuff. Oh, that was loud. Impractical Jokers. That's no way to speak to your community here there, Rosie Samantha. Listen to that, Jeff. Did she hear what she called you there? That's incredible. What have they done to upset you? What is one as well? And Brenda, and anyone else watching for that matter, what's going on? Oh, wait a minute, Impractical, is that the act? Is that the, I see, that's the entertainment that you were looking at. Is that ha ha, says Rosie Samantha. Right, excellent. Yes, indeed, indeed. Goodness me. If you throw me nothing else but a line that needs a little sort of drum roll followed by the cymbals at the end, metaphorically, then we will take advantage of it in one way or the other. However silly it is, particularly this late and on a Friday evening as well. Yeah, absolutely. Before I forget, everyone, what's been happening here, as I said earlier on, forgot to mention, watching a bit of television as well while I was resting, certainly. And while I was doing that, I was on the phone. I muted the TV, I had a phone call and a chat with someone. And when I did, I happened to just look up at the television for a second just to see what was on while I was talking to that person. And of course I was presented with this. And I thought to myself, are you serious? I don't know, plenty of you, if you're in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland watching, you may very well know what that programme is. It's a quiz programme, hence the panel there. But of course you can see exactly what's relevant. The fact is, the only time I looked up at the television while I was in that phone call, and what was the score for the team? Yes, exactly. The 2-1s are there again, as ever, in my life, next to each other. And that's happened again. Goodness me. That usually happens at the moment. The last few broadcasts, that's been happening at the end when I haven't wanted it to or intended it to, is the lower third, as we call it, the graphic. It just wants you to know who I am, I guess. This is me. And you won't forget now, of course. Ah, dear. Right. Well, what's been going on with you guys and girls? Come on. I've told you what's been going on with me. So everyone's typing away. I bet Jeff is only listening. Jeff, I've got a feeling you're just listening and you're doing something. I couldn't imagine what it possibly is right now, but I got a feeling Jeff's actually doing something else right now as we speak. And that's why he's not typing anything too much at the moment. Mary of London, hello to you. Spooky, she says. What, the fact that it was number 11 on the quiz show? Excuse me. I'm just trying to remember. I think that was a question of sport, which I didn't watch, which is why I'm having to remember if it was that one, because the one I did see, I think it's called Would I Lie to You? And that's another quiz panel show by, what's the man's name? Who presents that programme? Come on, people watching in the United Kingdom of Great Britain, Northern Ireland. His name is, and I always have to think, Rob Brydon. That's it. He's, and I used to get him confused with his character name when he was on and it wasn't Gavin and Stacey. I think he was on another programme, sort of a comedy. And he was himself, but, well, he was just one character. And I can't remember, I think it was a taxi driver was the actual character he played. I can't remember. Brenda says, hi, Mary. Mary's here, which means Brenda's jumped over. She's jumped ship from Periscope to YouTube Live. Excellent. Did you see any of... Yes. I don't know, Brenda, actually, that's a good point. No, I didn't. That's a very good... No, I didn't. I saw that you were there. The only people's comments that I saw was Rosie Samantha and Jeff said live. And Rosie Samantha just said, it's an American TV show. They do stand up as well. Have you not seen the TV show on comedy? No, don't watch Comedy Central. No, I don't. Do you know what? I have been watching very little television these days. There's just been too much going on in life. Without me having to watch TV so much and having the time to do so, life has been a bit of a challenge at the moment. Certainly in one particular way, which we will be discussing, I think, probably in about 3 weeks' time, if not sooner. And the other thing I do often is listen to the radio a lot. That I do because you're able to listen to the radio while, say, composing emails and doing some work, whether it is video editing, designing a website. All that work, you can actually, as I say, listen to something else while you're doing it. Well, H, says Brenda. Your hair looks good. Thank you, Brenda. I'm assuming you mean the hair actually on top of my head rather than around this part of the face. But then again, I know a lot of people saying, "Oh yeah, that looks good. It suits you in that." But no, it definitely needs to go. All of it. And I look, is that better for you? Look at that. Oh, there you go. That's better. There you go. Hang on a minute. Wait a minute. You could be onto something here. Bit more product. Maybe not. Right. Okay. I was listening to a singer on YouTube who has a song out dedicated to his dead son. Went over to Periscope. JW King had the same song on, saying it was a great song. What a coincidence. JW King had the same song on. Hi Brenda, says Mary of London. JW King. I just realised, sorry, I've paused there, everyone, because I'm thinking, was that a typo by Mary? And then I've also realised what JW also refers to, certainly jw.org, you know where I'm going with that. And so I'm wondering if Mary was referring, I don't think, that's cool, Mary, says Brenda. I think it is. I'm heading to an Ohio State University hockey game, says Jeff on Periscope there, Brenda. Hi, Brenda, says Rosie Samantha. And hi, friends on YouTube. Yes, it's Rosie Samantha as well. There you go. Awesome. He is a scoper. I thought as much, Mary, but again, I needed you to sort of verify that. I'm sorry. You know, I don't scan the social media platforms as much as I could and would like to at the moment. Again, just time, and what I'm doing at the moment is really draining on the mind and mentally. You know, a lot of people, should we say, very hard to deal with and to cooperate with, and they think that they are, well, I think they think that they are the creator of the universe, you know, and that they should be revered in such a way. But they shouldn't. You know, they have a job, they have a responsibility. Mary, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I alluded to it recently, and I certainly do listen to people. I try and comply where necessary. Can't remember significantly in my life when I've actually broken the law, for example. You know, no criminal record, I'm pleased to say, you know. Otherwise, I certainly wouldn't be travelling to the United States of America as frequently as I have done and recently. But you know, sometimes there are people, and I know it's good to like your job, and they'll also say that they are doing it for a good reason. Yeah, or in the interest of a person. And so, you know, and it's always difficult, isn't it? When you, say for example, it's like with the police. If there's a road traffic accident and they're making a report for someone where you've been driving and then you have an accident and you hit their vehicle. Of course, the police are there making notes and everything, but somehow it's pretty obvious that it was your fault, but it was an accident, hasten to add. And that's also pretty obvious because they can't smell any alcohol on your breath and that sort, and it doesn't look like you're under the influence of any illicit drugs or medication. But for some reason, they choose to, they look at it, they're like, it's such a silly thing that you've done. They'll have an attitude with you. That officer will have an attitude, almost like they've judged you already. You are the guilty party. When all their job is to take down the details, pass it on to the relevant bodies and parties and authorities, i.e. it would end up in court for a judge to decide just who was right and wrong, based on the evidence and the factual points that the police officer and his colleagues have obtained and collated. Yeah? So if that person then has an attitude to you that's biased, there's a problem, however small that bias is. And that's what I've been dealing with at the moment, actually. Hi Rosie, I've missed you. Martin, I came up with another name for the quiz. I think I'm right this time. Before you do, Brenda did send a message. What was it? It was towards the end of the alphabet. That's what I remember. I remember that your guess that was sent to me recently it was like, began with a P or something like that, didn't it? I can't remember now. Hi Rosie, I've missed you, says Brenda. Have fun, Jeff. Yeah, when you pause, thought you, oh, right, yeah, that doesn't happen often, does it, Brenda? I can't do that. No, I can't. Oh dear. So again, feed me the moment, and I'll gladly oblige. I'm heading up to Ohio State University hockey game. Jeff was mentioning just before, and that's why Brenda said have a good time. The question is, are you actually heading there now, Jeff? Are you actually in transit driving? Are you saying it is hard to deal with me? What? No, Jeff. Luke LYYY. Oh, that's interesting. Why the first Y is small, I don't know. You're joining us there on Periscope. Welcome, Luke LYY. And miss you, Brenda, says Rosie Samantha. And Cat 1161. Interesting number. That's a good number because totaling number 9, of course, is 1161, Cat. And number 9 is definitely a good number because it is, of course, 3 threes are 9. And 3 is the magic number. Yeah, 9 is definitely one of my favourite numbers. Martin, I came up with another. Yes, no, you weren't right, bro. I can't remember what it was, but it was wrong. Big time wrong, Brenda. Can't believe that you would have the audacious nerve to send such an answer in to the competition when I've already told people that you don't have to, if you're going through the alphabet, you shouldn't have to take too long to go through if you're doing it sort of methodically or trying to that way. This is what you can win, newbies and others, if you're just joining us. If you want to win the Apple Eye Sponge, as you can see, not many people know about the Apple Eye Sponge. There it is. That's one of them. We've given it away before. If you want to win the Apple Eye Sponge along with the Cactus, which actually is a headphone splitter, there's the 2 sockets there, all right? Just there, you can just about see on the Cactus at the end of it there, on the arms of the Cactus. And then your plug is just under the pot there. You take the pot off. You have a 3.5mm jack that you can plug into your digital device. Also giving away this version of the headphone splitter. You can see again the Ice Pop, Lollipop, Popsicle, 2 holes there. And the Lollipop stick inside that is the jack socket, plug rather. And you plug it into your device and you can share the music with each other on your headphones. The question is, only once, listen to the question, particularly if you're new. Maybe this is where Mary goes. So the question is, if you're going to tell someone something and you want them to keep it a secret and they must make sure it's confidential and not tell a soul, what would you expect that person's name to be, ideally? And I don't mean mum, and I don't mean your confidant or your doctor or Victoria's Secret. We've had those answers. No, it is a woman's name, a female name. And where we're going with the thought process is if you were to see a man on one knee on the floor, his name, you'd expect it to ideally be Neil. Okay? Yeah? Okay. Keep giving that example. Haven't bothered to try and come up with another one while I'm off of these broadcasts. Too busy to do that, but one example is enough, but it's certainly more than enough if you keep tuning in because we've been repeating this quite a bit. The competition's going on and on. I still think it's a trick answer, not nice. If Brenda's not right, go out and give the prize to the first person you see and start a new one. CRAP and CRAP, says Brenda. Yeah, BRB, says Mary. Oh, Mary's gone outside to try and find someone and ask them the answer. Is that what it is? I think so, possibly. Oh, I've given up on the competition, says Rosie Samantha. It might be best. That's, okay, everyone. Do you know what? Let me come back to you in a moment on that. After I've seen, we don't care anymore, Rosie. Hey, Martin, do you care about the competition there, Diva Dwarf? Just called us at the time. What's the next clue? I've told you it's a female name. I think actually you're gonna love it or hate it when you hear the answer. Look, the clue is, the next one is, in order for you to narrow it down and help you out, when you teach a child the alphabet and words and how to speak and write, yeah, you are teaching them, as I just said, the alphabet, but they refer to it sometimes by calling it something else, and it's abbreviated. And the person's name, the name we're looking for, it starts with one of these letters. So we've narrowed it down now to what letter it starts with, yeah? If you're Goodness me, that's like 2 quizzes in one now, isn't it? Maybe we'll have to, okay, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to up the prizes, and not today. I will tell you on the next broadcast. Remind me, I'm sure you will. Okay, what we've got to do, which is a 4th item will be added to the prize pool. Yeah? Right, I'm getting up really early tomorrow, so I won't be on for long. So am I getting up tomorrow early, Rose. But I'm still here, and I'm not leaving early. Well, it'll be early-ish, but not, well, early for some because they're still living their day 5 hours behind or more in the United States of America and in Canada. And Mexico. Wonder where Vicky is in Mexico. She hasn't watched for a while. Forgotten all about us, I think. But we haven't forgotten about you, Vicky, and also Chris, Crispy. Oh yes, it's Crispy 1967. What are you doing, Chris? How the man cave going? Goodness me, blasts from the past. Not forgetting, of course. Oh, our favourite, one of ours definitely, is David Allen. Say no more. Helping my mum on her market stall is what Diva Dwarf is going. My goodness me. Do you see what I see, people? This is Rosie Samantha is definitely onto something now. She is definitely onto something. Oh, geesh, says Brenda. But Brenda, can you see what I can see? Diva Dwarf, this is really, really frustrating because Rose, thank you for your comment. Not just because it's appreciated as always and the community appreciates you participating and vice versa, I'm sure. But your comments are on our aggregated chat there from Periscope. But Brenda's isn't. Jeff's isn't. What the freaking hell is going on? If anyone's on Periscope there at the moment, apart from Diva Dwarf, I mean, you can if you want Diva Dwarf, but we've already seen that your chat's working. Could someone send us a message, please? Anything, just a letter, anything there. I don't mean a full letter, you know, a complete letter. Yay, says Rosie Samantha. So, what is going on, people? I've done nothing to do with me. What is going on? Anyone else care to just type a message? Jeff, just hit a letter or so and stick it out there, please, on Periscope. It has just started. There's Mary's done it as well. But I thought wowzers. That's really now got my back up. I'm happy that it's working, but of course it's not guaranteed to work the next time we're on here at the beginning of the broadcast. And I've lost faith in that technology anyway. I'm going to bounce over there on Perry, says Brenda. Are you now? Okay. She likes her hearts. Don't forget, everyone, if you press the screen gently there, just gently, please. Let's see the hearts. So come on. Brrr. Hearts, please, on Periscope. Just gently, just for a moment. Let's see those all different coloured hearts. Come on in. That's it. If you press your screen gently on the old mobile digital device, they will appear, the hearts, and we'll have a nice fair number of different colours there because each of you will produce a different colour. Simply, here comes Brenda pressing the hearts gently. Who was that was just giving us some hearts? I think it could have been, I think it was Diva Dwarf or Rosie Samantha. I'm 50-50 on that one. One of you come back, Brenda. Brenda's definitely there now. There she is. Oh, Mary of London is there as well again. I think we saw a moment ago. Excellent. So, oh goodness, we're back to Periscope. Wowzers. Don't forget we are simulcasting on this broadcast on Periscope, Facebook, Twitch TV, Mixer.com and Twitter, because obviously it's paired up with Periscope, we know that, and YouTube. It's all good. I'm here, Mary of London. Woohoo! Oh my goodness me, we're having a bit of a Perry party. How about it? 33 minutes past the hour as we're live. I realise that will change people. Incidentally, I don't know if I had one while I can't remember if I've had a cookie biscuit while I've been talking with you. The fruit shortcakes, that's what I'm still on. You see, I'm eating them slowly, not pigging out ever. And there they are, the fruit shortcakes, yes, from Towergate, the brand, not the ones that they buy in Buckingham Palace. McVitie's brand, I'm sure. But they're just as good on this particular product. You wouldn't notice the difference or know the difference if I didn't tell you. What biscuits? That's you see, Mary typed while I was showing you, and then she sent the message. That's how long it takes for the video signal to get to you on Periscope, you see. Like tomorrow, You'll hear it tomorrow, but I'll certainly see the message that you type when you send it. You'll take a quicker by carrier pigeon, obviously. Night, Martin. I'm not going to bed yet, Diva Dwarf. I didn't say anything about that. Anyway, it's a miracle, says Brenda. Yeah, what, the biscuits or the fact that Rosie's going to bed? Or more to the point, I think Brenda means the technology's working. I wouldn't mind. How rare is it? How often does it happen that the technology kind of rights itself midway on a broadcast? You know, either it was working and then halfway through it fails, or it wasn't working and then it needed sort of like a kick before the next time you go live. I would never have believed that myself. It's almost like there's an engineer in the background, probably Gandhi Japandi. Where's Gandhi Japandi at the moment? Not on this broadcast, but perhaps Gandhi Japandi's in the background there, you know, with a spanner perhaps, just sorting things out. Monkey wrench, I don't know. Come on, Gandhi Japandi, sort the chat out, please. You know, give it a good old bit of a seeing to with the screwdriver, hammer or two, but certainly, yeah, the monkey wrench probably. David Wolf, well, I'm going to bed. Oh, you're going to bed. Yeah, I thought you might have. I just need you to verify these things, Peter. In my snacks drawer is lemon drizzle Kit Kats. I think I might have seen them, Mary. Recently, I think I've seen some Kit Kat bars that are different to the norm and a limited edition, effectively. You have a poltergeist, guys. Who does? I do. Oh, what, with the technology you mean, Brenda? Probably. Actually, it's not. It's actually I have an angel, apparently. Have you heard of the Impractical Jokers, Brenda? Rosie's asking. It was doing... Yeah, one of their members wasn't there tonight because he's here. Yeah, it was doing it on the scope. Oh, right. Thank you for that, Mary. That's very good information. So it was... Yeah. So that means that it's likely that it's actually the Periscope platform and not the aggregated software chat that we're using. Yeah? Which I thought could be the case because there's nothing that I can change on the aggregated chat. It's sort of just like, do you want to use it or not? And there's no settings that I can change really on it. Orange Kit Kats are nice. I prefer the dark chocolate ones. They're lovely, particularly the four-fingered Kit Kats. Have you noticed, please, I want everyone to comment now, please. Yummy Mary, hang on. Oh, good, yeah. I want to know, people, please, do tell me, but do you agree that two-fingered Kit Kats, keep forgetting that I should really use that hand because of the chat over there. Or maybe I should just move the chat from over there, to over there. Do you agree that two-fingered Kit Kats taste different to four-fingered Kit Kats? Answers, please. Either on a postcard, then take a picture of the postcard and direct message it to me on Twitter, or type it here now. Whichever's easier for you, yeah? By the way, I didn't say if you know the answer to the competition, then of course, for newbies certainly, you've got to send me the message directly on Twitter. Get over to Twitter at Martin Shine. Send me the answer. You must follow me on Twitter though to win that prize. And listen up to what Rosie Samantha was saying a little earlier on, because she's onto something there regarding the letter of the alphabet that this female name begins with. Johnny Cool is here. You serious? Because I can't see on here when people actually arrive and join us. Certainly over there I can, but here I can only see when someone actually types. So you saw Johnny Cool is here ahead of me arriving, because I can't see him arriving, but here we go. He's going to say something on chat any moment now. Most certainly, Brenda says, still waiting for those blackcurrant Jaffa Cake. I am. Yeah, it's funny. Do you know what? Rosie Samantha, you must have a crystal ball yourself or two, because I'm telling you now, I was in the supermarket, grocery store recently, about 2 days ago, and I looked at the Jaffa Cakes. I bought some lemon and lime Jaffa Cakes myself, stashed them away for another day, maybe tomorrow. And I said to myself, I cannot wait for the blackcurrant Jaffa Cakes to appear. The problem is though, if you do buy a crate full, you know, and you're silly, and you buy, they still expire too soon, and before the next batch are available in the shops like 6 months later, or I don't know, I don't think they've been around for the last 6. It's terrible. Look, Vitties, sort out your Jaffa Cakes. You want some blackcurrant ones. I suppose what I could do, of course, is take the lemon and lime Jaffa Cakes and dip them in some blackcurrant juice You know, we have the Ribena brand over here, which is pretty awesome. Four-fingered, more crispy and better snap and bite. Mary, I've never actually, I think that's certainly when they're in the refrigerator, the fridge, and keeping them cool, you know a Kit Kat bar is definitely more, sort of got a more of a snap to it. Yeah, but I think, and that's it. Yeah, I think you're right. I was going to say subconsciously, I know there's a difference. I've never really, I tell you one thing, certainly when I first tried a Kit Kat bar years ago in the United States of America, I bit into it and it was like what they call styrofoam covered in chocolate, polystyrene as we refer to it in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. It was pretty awful stuff. And I think it was made by the Hershey Company Incorporated, whatever they're called. And now they have been improved over there, but still you can't beat a decent British European Kit Kat. Although if you look at these things these days, you've got to be careful because, as I say, things that were once manufactured in England, such as Cadbury chocolate, that's now manufactured. They sent loads of their production over to Poland. So although it's a British brand, it's actually made in Poland now, and so technically not. You know what I'm saying? You've got to be careful how you reference these things. Are you a full bar eater or do you snap them apart? Brenda says. No, I usually just, make sure that I generally break it while it's in the packet. Just tear off a corner, particularly if it's a four-fingered Kit Kat. Tear off the corner and then break it, snap it while it's inside the packaging, and then sort of ease it up and then eat it from the packet. Keep my fingers clean. Yeah, strawberry Kit Kat awful. I think I've seen the strawberry one as well recently. Are we talking about recent, Mary? Cookie eater, or do you eat the middle first? Don't eat the middle first of an Oreo. I'm usually the first thing you've got to do is just stick the Oreo in my mouth and then bite off the top or the bottom, whichever's on the top, if you see what I mean. So that whatever's on the top of the Oreo off first. But I don't dip them in my milk. I dip them sometimes in the tea, I guess, and stuff. But then I don't even lick off the cream inside. I think I just then start eating it, like biting into, yeah. But that said, usually with Oreos, more so, I will just bite into it fully. But it's, yeah, I like Old Jamaican. Yes, I've seen the Old Jamaican, but not something that I've purchased. And maybe next time I'll have to think of. Do you know I was going to buy something Jamaican the other day? Have I got do you know what? I've got a picture of it here. I don't know if I shared it with you. Oh, I did, and I did. I was going to say it, but I don't think I would have told you the story. But here, over here somewhere, where is it? Is it there? Yes, it is there. See this stuff? This was, I think we said that's sort of Jamaican, and it's called. You see, it's got the Carib from the Caribbean, I guess, shandy. And you know what? Remember I told you that I was taking all these pictures. By the way, Rosie Samantha, don't know if you saw the replay. Unfortunately, Rose has gone now. But look, Rosie, we took a picture of this because I don't know if you saw the replay. This made me think of Rosie Samantha and Diva Dwarf Rose as well while I was in the supermarket grocery store. Of course, the thing I really wanted to buy, but I didn't, was this. The Recordling Blackberry Violet Juniper. Awesome stuff. I've only ever had that once. I think I had it while we were live on air here, and I said to you, it's pretty awesome. And anyway, I never bought any alcohol from there the other day, but the whole reason I was taking those photographs was because I started off with that what's it called again? The Lime Shandy Carib. And I took the picture. There was only two there, you saw, because they were the only two. They were the last two left. So I took that picture, and then I was supposed to pick up one of the bottles to bring it back and try it, and I didn't. And I went back there to that same place. When did I go back there? Probably I went back the day after. Yeah, it was. I think it was actually. It actually was. And I noticed that there was one bottle left. And I thought, yes, that's for me. But as I went to pick it up, the cap, someone had played around with the cap and it was loose. So I wasn't going to buy it in case they stuck some cyanide in there or something, knowing that I was going to buy it. You understand? So yeah, don't know what that was all about. But if I see it again, it's obviously some new stuff. And I definitely want to try that new stuff. It's all or nothing, isn't it? Wowzers. There we are. That is definitely me, for those that are wondering. And all you've got to do is stick my name at the end of my name, you've got to stick my name into a browser.com/ whatever the platform is that you want to watch live on, and the live will appear where we are. Yeah, so if you go martinshine.com/ Facebook, it will take you to the actual Facebook page where we're usually live at. That's called Martin Shine Live. But anyway, chat screen is gone. Has it? Has it? Shouldn't have done. It's here. Recording looks... yeah, the recording is very tasty. I really recommend that. Comments gone. I'm going back to YouTube, Mary. I remember in your broadcast years ago, Oreos were your thing. Well, the chat hasn't. No, the chat hasn't gone. You're just getting carried away, people. The chat disappeared off the screen because I made it disappear off the screen when we went to the pictures. You know, we've got to do that. We can't have the chat on the... Well, we can have the chat on the screen with the pictures. We can do anything here. But, you know, I kept the chat off the screen while the pictures were on, just because I thought you wanted to see the pictures clearly. Yeah, and then we went back to the chat again with me. So, what's your problem? I think you literally got carried away there, people, and thought that it had... So, did you all get confused? But I didn't notice back. I can still... Listen, guys and girls, the chat on Periscope, which is either underneath or to the side, depending on whether you're watching on iPad, iPhone, or Android, or a computer, that chat's always there. The chat on the screen is down to me whether I want to put it on there or not. I mean, if I don't like what I'm hearing and you're saying and everything, we'll soon get rid of all your natter. You see what I mean? And if we want it back, and if it's working, that is, and we want it back, it comes back. Goodness me, you need to stick to one. Mary, I can still see you. What? Oh, dear. I think you're all confused, weren't you? Huh? That was an April the 1st one that we should have played on you, and then you would have been... Oh, goodness, I didn't... You're not keeping up, people. I know it's late here if you're in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, or the rest of Europe, or even further afield east. But come on, wake up. Mary says we need to stick to one. You've lost me, Mary. He's in control. Yeah, it seems that. Oh, goodness. Was Mary coming back to the Periscope, possibly? Martin, don't get your... I nearly did, didn't I, there, Brenda? Good, Game of Shines. That's got a ring to it, hasn't it? I never. Mary might be onto something there. Oh dear, is that .com, by the way? Have to check that one out. Let's have a look. Mary. Mary got me thinking now. Oh yeah, it's gone. It's gone as the battery on my cell phone. I knew it was off. Heading that way. Very unusual for my phone to go totally, but just before we went live, I was like, oh my god, 10 minutes, 11 minutes before we went live, I looked at my mobile phone, and I was like, oh my goodness, it was on 1%. So I quickly put it on charge, and it charged a bit. And then by the time we went live, it hadn't done too much charging, so there was hardly anything left. And as I was just using it at the beginning, I put it down, and I said to myself, back to just a couple of percent. I knew it was going to go off anytime soon, and it did, even though I wasn't using it. It has gone off now, so that ain't good. Not that anyone's going to be calling me at this hour, nearly midnight here, London time. Right, not long before we disappear, people, I'm just going to do what I was going to do. Goodness me. Mary, what was I going to do? Do you remember? I think she does. Brenda's chuckling. And Gandhi Japandi's joined us but hasn't said a word. That's disgusting. Terrible state of... And other people have joined us as well. Guys and girls, if you're not saying anything, shocking of you. Shocking. Right, let's have a look here. What we're going to do is... I'm just dealing with Mary's suggestion at the moment. Oh, hang on. No, can't do that. Goodness me. This older device is so slow. Right. What's your plans for the weekend, people? While I'm typing away here, you can tell me. Game of Shines, says Mary. If I can spell it right, that would be good. Yeah, one of those. Right, Mary, the answer's coming up now. We're going to have a drum roll. Or a cheese roll. Let's have a look. Probably better off with a cheese roll, actually. Right. Let's see what happens. Oh my goodness me. Mary, oh my, no, this is kind of, well, the youth of today would say it was sick, as in a good way. But I've just checked out Mary's suggestion, and I'm going to share it with you now. We'll have to just, look, have to just show you, and hope you can see well. But Mary suggested Game of Shines, and if you can see, oh, there we go. It's available. GameOfShines.com is priced, of all things, $11.99. You could not write this SH1T. Not the fact that it's available, the fact that the price is $11.99. It freaks me out. It really does. I work tomorrow night and chilling on Sunday. What are you doing? Says Brinda. You're asking me or you're asking Gandhi? Hello, Gandhi Japandi. Says Brinda. What's the weather like there today? You're asking what it's like here, Brinda. It's been awful. It's been rainy, certainly in the evening. It's been wet, rainy and everything, and horrible and dark and damp. And today, actually, it was overcast. It was raining a bit, and it was cloudy, but this blue sky did come through with a little bit of sunshine at about, 4:30 p.m. for a short time. Yes way, Brenda. Check it out. The website there tells me that the price was $11.99. It's just I just have to sometimes just forget about it, because if I added up the amount of times that the number 11 or the repeat numbers 11, 22, 33 up to 99 are in my life at the moment, you know, it's almost scary. It's nasty, says Brenda. I'm glad you mean about the weather. Yes, I'm glad I'm keeping up with you. Right, guys and girls, we're going to bring this to a gentle finish for the broadcast. It's not far off of midnight here in, well, the 0 longitude time zone. Yeah. You've gone very quiet, a bit like me. Why has it gone so quiet? But listen, whatever you're getting up to, have a great weekend. Even if you're working, all right? Hopefully you enjoy your work, whatever it is you're up to. At least Mary's going to have a decent night's sleep again, because she's in her bed where she hasn't been able to be for a while because of the elevator lift, if I remember rightly. We are moving our TV to the other side of the room tomorrow. Dot ordered coax cables, etc. See, I think, is it dot ordered? Interesting. I think that was supposed to be a full stop period there after tomorrow, and you just got the space in the wrong sort of place. Keep talking. Brenda, about... Oh, you mean keep broadcasting and keep this going and not bring it to an end? What, forever? Yeah, we'll have to do a marathon one day, yeah? Almost like one of those old telethons they used to do, and see how long we can keep going. Yay, Mary. Yes, indeed, Mary. Yay, your television is... And that's your job for the day, is it? You say you've ordered the coax cables. I'm assuming they've also arrived, which is why you're now going to carry out that task of moving the television from one side of the room to the other. Well, good luck doing that. And yeah, I don't know how far how big the room is and how far you got to move the TV. So that should be all right. Not too difficult to do for people like myself who are a bit techie, but for you it could be an interesting project, I guess. And yeah, you just be careful there. And if you're moving your television, of course, it's not just one coax cable. Often, some people, they have just an antenna picking up terrestrial television. It's on the roof of their wherever they live. But of course, others have direct-to-home satellite dishes. They have cable, or yeah. Well, they might have, perhaps the actual antenna comes into another room first, and in your room, Mary, it might be sort of daisy chained off of the actual main feed, if you like. Who knows? 30-meter cable. That's a big room, Mary. It's a twin cable. Really? That's interesting. Oh, so I didn't know you had twins. Congratulations. I'm confused, obviously. We have Sky. Oh, you do. I was supposed to go, exactly. So you have direct-to-home satellite, aka Sky. Yeah, I would have forgotten the Sky Q brand and name if you hadn't mentioned it, because I don't have Sky myself. Never needed Sky. There's just too much to watch. Of course, Sky News I do like a lot, and that's available these days live online, free. And there's plenty of other news sources if I didn't have that. But yeah, I bet you'd be good at talking a marathon, said Brenda. I'll send you the link on the song I was listening to. Yes, Mary, I'm... Got this answer. Yeah, I've been catching up there with the chat. Everyone, I've got to go now. Suddenly I feel my back, as I sat back there, I really felt the tiredness. I really do need to sleep. And I wouldn't mind, I haven't been too physical today. And I've been here, just work. And as I say, towards the end of the day, in the early evening, there was a long rest, but I'm feeling tired again. The eyes are just I just feel they need some matchsticks just there now, which isn't good. In fact, I need to go and dampen my eyes. When I've been waking up the last week or so, about a week, I've noticed my eyes are dry. And that often happens, of course, if you have the heating on while you're sleeping, or if it turns on early in the morning, you know, before you wake up, it can dry your eyes out. That's nasty, that. It really is. But that's not happening at the moment. So I don't know why my eyes have been dry in the morning. In fact, I guess if I Googled that or use another search engine that's available, there might be a good reason for it. All Sky programs are free to watch on Sky. Yeah, they are if you've got, that's right, but that's if you've got a Sky account. And yes, you can carry it around wherever you go. That I'm very well aware of, Mary. But Sky News particular, for anyone, anywhere, is available on YouTube live. Be surprised if you don't know that. You need Optrex. Yeah, I don't think I do, Mary. If it gets worse, then possibly. But that's right, Optrex. That's a very good reminder. I've seen that. Well, certainly a number of years ago when I was watching TV and listening to the radio as well. It was a big advertising campaign, certainly for that brand of medication. Right, everybody. Drum roll time as we head out of here. Yeah, gonna see everybody chatting to each other, saying goodbye and thank you very much. Is that Charlie _B18? Good number. 1 and 8, 9 again. That's good. Hello to you there if you're still with us. Dry eye mist could help, says Rosie Samantha. Is that going to pop up on the aggregated chat? I think it will do in a second. It's coming up. It's interesting how... No, I'm confused because... What's going on here, guys and girls? Just bear with me. Brenda says, do you have eye drops? That's exactly what Mary was just referring to when she mentioned that brand name. Maybe you are on computer. Good point, Mary. Yeah, but the eyes are okay. If I go to bed, for example, they will definitely, I'll make sure they're okay and everything. But why in the morning? I'm not on the computer sleep typing, you understand? But yeah, definitely am on the computer for too long. But at the moment, I don't have a choice. The amount of emails, particularly they've got to write, and everything's on the computer. But yeah, it's a good point. I'm very, very conscious of the amount of time I do spend in front of a computer screen, Mary. You're pushing all the wrong buttons, says Rosie Samantha. Well, yeah, I must be, because now I think... Yeah, it's stopped working. See, the aggregated chat has now stopped working. And the last one, can't see my comments on YouTube now. But you weren't on YouTube, Rosie Samantha. You've been on Periscope. And that was your last comment there on Periscope, right there. Yeah, that one. And since then you have sent others. But again, the chat stopped working. So you're sure it happened to somebody else, and I don't know what's going on, people. Well, and actually, I'm glad it stopped working again during the broadcast, because if it hadn't, if I'd have stopped broadcasting like 5 minutes ago, we would have assumed that the chat was still working, and then we wouldn't be aware that it had stopped working. And then when I started broadcasting again next time and it wasn't working, I'd assume it was something to do with that new broadcast, not the fact that it had just stop working on its own in the background, in the cloud. Do you follow what I mean? Knowing you when you sleep, you're on the computer in your mind. Maybe, Mary. Very, very good point. Do you know what, actually? Do you know, funny you should say that. But recently, I haven't been having any of those dreams that you wake up and remember vividly, you know? Some of those really, well, complicated sort of, you know, when there's a monster running after you or something. But that would suggest, some people say that those dreams are actually, you know, your real life manifesting when you're sleeping and resting, and it's due to stress often, you know. And there are books you can buy, and gifts therefore information online at various websites that would tell you if you're dreaming about, say, for example, being, well, your teeth all falling out, I mentioned that because I remember someone bringing that particular point up on the radio when I was listening years ago, and I can't remember what the explanation was, what that means, but there's a meaning to that. If your teeth are all falling out and you're dreaming of that and you can't stop them, and suddenly you say, oh yeah, baby, I can't got no teeth in my mouth. Well, I tell you now, right? If you check it out online, you see that if you're suddenly dreaming about having no teeth, that means something very significant. I think it's down to stress or some description, okay? Never mind, eh? Okay, Jeffrey, you still watching there? I can't see. Maybe it's time for the eye exam, Martin. It is. You're not wrong there. Oh, just put my teeth back in. I dreamt I was Elvis's girlfriend. So disappointed when I woke up. I bet. Yes. But for me, I definitely need to get the eyes sorted out. But I don't know if that's the reason they're dry in the mornings, particularly because, you know, they're closed when you're sleeping. So why would you? I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? But anyhow, I will have to certainly keep my eyes on that one. Yeah, just make sure I monitor the situation closely and see. Perry is frustrating. Oh, I've given up with it, you know. I mean, maybe that's some extra forces out there saying to us, you know, enough's enough with that Periscope platform. Move on to the bigger and better YouTube with its wonderful full HD signal pictures and all, and, you know, the resolution, along with Facebook. Oh, we've crashed. I don't know if you're going to see what I just saw. I'm waiting to see it now before I go. I haven't frozen, by the way. I'm just watching to see. I think it's going to happen in a moment. I'm watching the replay as we speak, and I'm watching what you're watching. Yeah, we froze, didn't we? And I did nothing. One thing's for sure, that happened just after midnight local time, which means that we have been broadcasting for a whole day now, since yesterday, since the 18th of October. It's now Saturday, the 19th of October 2019. Let me tell you, everyone, that Saturday the 19th of October 2019 is going to go down in history for one reason, if nothing else. It's called Super Saturday by the media and all those crazy people in Parliament. We, for the first time in many years, are going to have our politicians taking a vote to do with this Brexit situation, and they're working today, Saturday, later on. So watch this space, and if anything major happens, I'll tell you when I next speak with you guys and girls. But certainly watch your news sources. It'd be interesting to see if our Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, has the backing, finally, of the majority of politicians, members of Parliament. Mary's going to say something. I know Mary's got something to say about that. No, Perry, I'm going soon for a diabetic eye test. Okay. Going to buy this weekend too. We are having a pumpkin carving party. It's all happening there, isn't it? It's happening one way or the other, whether people are looking after their health and going for eye tests, or whether you're busy because of more social things happening, particularly with the festive season upon us, not forgetting Halloween that you've just mentioned, the 31st of October, when this country is supposed to be leaving the European Union, apparently, according to our Prime Minister. That sounds so much fun. Oh my goodness, Rosie, your comments have now come back. And actually, I've almost forgotten that they weren't working on the screen. And I should have been looking over there to just double check it. Maybe it's because now I see the comments on. Oh, for goodness sake. It's definitely time for me to go anyway. If my eyes are closing down, so's the computer. All right. Yeah, this is crazy. I'm really, I would apologise for the chat problems, but as you know, it's not me. Nothing I can do other than say to you, go to YouTube, watch from YouTube, comment from YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and Facebook as well, please, people. I'm back. You're not for long though. Hands up moment there. Rosie Samantha, LOL 101. Apparently, Dalmatians or not. Right, gotta go, people. It is time. We're almost here for an hour. We started broadcasting a fraction earlier than usual, and I'm going a little bit earlier than usual as well, I suppose. I say usual. There's never been a specific time for broadcasting. I mean, an hour, We do pretty well for an hour, all of us, I think. Yeah. I'm debating if I should invite people for Sunday lunch. Who would you be inviting there, Mary? What, Brenda? Patty from Wisconsin? Elliot? Rosie Samantha? All the way from, well, afar Essex? Evening, Martin. Hello, Krillman. We're about to leave here now, but hello to you. Thanks for joining. What platform are you watching on, Krillman? We're everywhere. I think Krillman's watching on... Oh, you're on Periscope. There you are. Bye all. It's my birthday. Krillman, do you mean it's your birthday because it's just gone midnight? Or it was your birthday Friday? I think it's your birthday right now, Krillman. And I think you mean we're 4 minutes in because it's 4 minutes after midnight as we broadcast this. And you've got another 11 hours and 56 minutes. 23 hours and 56 minutes remaining to celebrate your birthday. Family, would love to come, Mary. Not sure if I'm up to it. Right, I understand, Mary. Maybe, well, you can just, yeah, well, have a think about it. And when you wake up tomorrow, Mary, you can decide. That's what I say. Come on, Krillman, remind us when your birthday is. Which date is it? Is it the 18th or the 19th of October? It is. I'm 45. That's a good one. 4 and 5, 9. Good number. We like 9. 45. 45 was good. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But anyway, listen, I'm out of here, people. Happy birthday to Krillman. Maybe you'll join us later on when we're broadcasting. We should be broadcasting at 11:11 p.m. on Saturday the 19th of October, 2019. That's if I've had some decent rest and the day hasn't been too hectic. Because it has been a bit hectic here recently, so you never know what's happening right now. It's the 8th. No, today's the 19th, dear. Come on. It's the 19th. Saturday the 19th of October, Krillman. You've got to keep up with us now. All right? Don't want to be a party pooper and upset the boat here. But I think people will agree with me. Certainly Mary's going to agree with me that your birthday is over. Did I say? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Krillman, but it's true. Mary, help me out here. Rosie, help me out here. I would ask you, Brenda, and anyone else that's not in the United Kingdom. But the point is you're over here in the same time zone. And Krillman, where are you located? Over and under. Jeff says bye. Goodbye, Jeff. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the moment and the chitter-chatter that you've been listening to. Krillman, I had a feeling was in the United Kingdom. I asked you, yes, I thought you were in Wales and somewhere. Remind us, please, Krillman. I know you're further west than where I am, but for a moment you started making me think you might be across the other side of the Atlantic. Maybe you are. Maybe you've decided for your birthday that you're heading to New York ski for a few beers and a bit of a long weekend. But I know you're going to tell us now. Anglesey, that's right. See, oh yes. I know Anglesey is Anglesey, but technically, as far as I'm concerned, Wales, and there you go. Yeah, that's right. Do try and listen, and I'll tell you something. What's going on in my life these days, the whirlwind that has been around, and it's starting to show signs of dispersing, probably towards the end of next month, actually, if not before. Well, the middle of next month, if not before. But watch this space, as I say, loads to talk about. Thank you very much, Joshua_monkey. Joshua's just found a mirror and he's decided, that's great, isn't it? Poor Joshua. It is a mirror, Joshua. Don't worry. It's not doing anything wrong. It won't hurt you. And, you know. But anyway, if you want to compliment yourself, you're more than able to do that without us. But thank you very much. And on that note, we will wish Joshua a speedy recovery from whatever it is that's going on in your head these days. And if I was you, I'd turn the mirror around. Yeah. Night, Brenda and Mary and Jeff. Martin, I think I went to that bagel place you broadcast there. Yeah, you did. Of course you did. Yeah, you did. You did when you were in London. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Big yes. Oh, yes. There you go. So you know how wonderful it is. Right. Thank you for watching, everyone. Joshua_monkey, or money. Well, I think monkey was probably correct, and you just, I realise you made a typo, so there you are. That's obviously why you feel the way about yourself that you do. What a silly person you are there. Never mind. All I will say, though, Joshua_money, is that it's been a pleasure to have you here. And please do join us again. Everyone would love to see you again and tell you what a silly Yes, exactly. You know what I'm saying, people? Yes. Oh dear. Never mind. I thought so, said Brenda. Yes. You did. And you thought right. On that note, chat is about to disappear any second now. I said we were leaving a bit earlier. It looks like we're going to leave on time, doesn't it? Yeah? With people just... Joshua, don't tell me we've upset you. I mean, obviously you upset yourself if that's the case, but... Oh dear. You love that shot, Brenda. Excellent. Rosie Samantha said that. I see. That's very bizarre, that. The shop that... Do you know what? You just reminded me, guys and girls. If I can, over the weekend, if I've got time, I'll knit together some of the other video footage that I took when I was out there in London the other day, because there's some great shops around that part of London. And, yeah, well worth knowing about. Right. Final chance to say goodbye, because right now the titles will roll and take us to 11 minutes past midnight on Saturday, the 19th of October 2019. And whatever you're doing, have yourselves a great start to your weekend. And Mary, you decide, hopefully, one way or the other in the morning, whether or not you're going to definitely invite people for Sunday lunch or not. Brenda says, wait, 2 minutes left. Yeah, by the time this gets to you, Brenda, I think it'll be over and out. Yeah. And anyway, as I say, I think by the time we finish, it will be 11 minutes past the hour. That's what I'm on about. So bye-bye, everybody. And until the next broadcast, Mary of London suddenly joined here, it says. I don't know why, on Periscope. I don't think that's true. It's all going a bit crazy. Again, what I will remind you of before I dash off, and I will remind you of it properly, as in intentionally, that's me. Yeah? That is definitely working, and because as I was just mentioning earlier on, it keeps coming up when it's not required, so never mind. And of course, you all try to say goodbye to one another. Wouldn't want to miss a thing that you've been saying. Wouldn't want to interrupt you guys and girls. Interesting, the chat has... Can you see it's sort of half frozen there? Again, nothing to do with me. I think there are definitely some mad gremlins in the works at the moment. I really don't know. I don't want to know, because it's 11 minutes past the hour and I should have gone. So I'm going. And so are you. Until next time. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, and stay positive and productive, whatever you're getting up to. Bye-bye for now.